right, let's get into another deep dive. This time we're reacting to a YouTube folktale.
Oh, cool.
And it's one that kind of got me thinking,
Okay, yeah.
It's called These Bullies Didn't Know the Poor Cripple They're Laughing At is a Handsome Billionaire #folktales.
Whoa.
From the channel Africanfolktales Queen.
Interesting.
What a title, right?
Yeah, it really grabs your attention.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
It makes you want to know more, right?
check.
Like, what's going on with this billionaire? And,
Oh, these bullies.
yeah, and why is he pretending to be a cripple?
So many questions already.
Definitely gets you hooked.
Major kudos to the storyteller for that hook.
For sure.
But before we get too caught up with the title,
Yeah.
let's actually dive into the story itself.
Okay.
We found this retelling on YouTube. It's a video.
Okay.
It's kind of long, like an hour. So we'll break it down for you, give you the highlights.
Sounds good.
Basically, it's about this guy, Eric. Super rich, a billionaire, but lonely.
Oh, okay.
And to find real love, not the gold digger type, he decides to pretend he's, well, a cripple. A beggar.
Wow. Goes undercover.
Right. Heads off to some faraway village thinking that'll do the trick.
To escape all the fakeness of his life.
Exactly. Tired of everyone just being after his money, figures if he looks poor, someone will love him for him.
Interesting strategy. So, does he meet someone?
He does. Destiny.
Right.
She's, well, the opposite of what you'd expect. Kind, giving.
Okay.
Sees him struggling and, get this, gives him her last few coins.
Wow.
Then takes him home. With her dad's blessing, too.
Her dad's okay with this. A total stranger.
Roland, yeah, he's a good guy, too. It's a small place they live. Not much to spare, but they take him in.
What's Destiny like?
Just super caring. She brings him soup, checks on him. He seems sad, and she notices.
Maybe she senses something's off with this whole beggar act.
Maybe. And then Roland, he's a farmer, decides to sell some of his land, ancestral land, to pay for Eric's surgery.
Surgery. Wait, but he's faking the injury?
The whole thing.
That's heavy.
Huge sacrifice, especially for them. It really starts eating at Eric, and that's when he cracks, tells Roland the truth.
So the secret's out.
It is. And Roland, put yourself in his shoes. You open your home, willing to give up so much, and it's all a lie.
I can see why he'd be angry.
More than angry, betrayed, and Destiny. Oh, she explodes. All that trust, gone. She really lets him have it.
She seems strong, not afraid to speak her mind.
She is. Money clearly doesn't impress her much, which I guess was Eric's point, but not a great way to go about it.
No kidding. So just Destiny and Roland know the truth.
No, word gets out. The whole village finds out.
Oh, this is going to be messy.
It is. Think about Judah, this other guy, Rich, who was after Destiny. He must feel like a fool.
Yeah, especially with Eric now revealed as this billionaire. Competition's over before it began, practically.
Right. And then there's Sophia, Destiny's friend, but kind of jealous. Always wanted a rich husband, so she sees her chance.
Oh, so she sides with Eric.
Big time. Spreads the news to everyone, tries to make Destiny look bad, puts herself forward. The whole I'm the better choice routine.
Aww. So it's not just a love triangle, it's a whole village drama unfolding. What does Eric do?
He tries to apologize to Destiny, of course.
Yeah.
But she's having none of it.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
So, heartbroken, he leaves. Heads back to the city, to his parents. Time to come clean with them, too.
Yikes. That probably won't go well either.
Yeah, things aren't looking so good for him. So last time, remember, Eric's decided. Love over money, he's going back to Destiny.
Yeah.
But his dad.
Oh, yeah. Not gonna just let that slide.
No way. And typical, right. Thinks money fixes everything. So he calls Eric, all cheery, say, hey, I got Destiny and Roland this house in the city. And a business for Roland.
A business? That's specific.
Like a, here's your new life, now disappear kind of deal.
Classic power move. Thinks they'll be so wowed by city life, they'll forget all about Eric.
Exactly. And poor Eric, he thinks this might actually work.
Oh, no.
So Destiny and Roland, they arrive, all excited about this new opportunity. But hold on, because Eric's dad, he takes Destiny aside. Just the two of them. And things get real dark, really fast.
What does he do?
Threatens her. Straight up. Says if they don't stay away from Eric, they'll disappear.
That escalated quickly.
Totally. This isn't about being generous anymore. It's about control.
And Destiny, what does she do?
She freaks out, obviously. Calls Eric, tells him everything.
So Eric's stuck, right? His dad's powerful, ruthless. He's tried the nice approach.
Yeah. And this where he does something drastic, goes straight to Chief Timothy.
The father of his supposed bride-to-be. Bold move.
Tells him, right to his face, no way. Never marrying his daughter.
Wow. Publicly rejecting the whole thing. His dad's political plans just gone.
And to really seal the deal, He even lies, says Destiny's pregnant.
Oh man, adding fuel to the fire, what happens?
Chief Timothy is furious. Backs out of supporting Eric's dad in the election, which was the whole point of the marriage in the first place.
It's all falling apart for Eric's dad.
Big time. And, predictably, he loses the election. All his anger, all the blame, it boils over. And he targets, yes, who?
Destiny and Roland.
Sends his men to their house. They attack Roland badly.
Oh no, he's trying to kill him.
It's bad. Roland's barely hanging on in the hospital. Eric finds out, and that's it. He snaps, goes home, gets a gun.
He's going to confront his father.
Marches right into his study, points the gun at him, says, if Roland dies, you die. No more games.
That's intense.
This is life or death now, not about money or control. Eric's protecting the people he loves.
So what does his father do?
He breaks, finally sees how far he's pushed things, begs Eric to put the gun down, promises to make it right.
A moment of truth for both of them?
But a lot of damage has been done. It'll take more than promises to fix this.
Yeah, a lot of healing to do.
Last time, things were pretty intense. Eric with the gun and his dad realizing maybe how messed up things were.
Yeah, a turning point, but would he actually change? That's the big question.
So did he fix things like he promised?
He did. Went to the hospital to see Roland.
Wow.
Not just a quick visit either. He admitted everything, how much pain he'd caused, apologized. You could tell he meant it.
For him to swallow his pride like that?
It's a folktale, right? Redemption's kind of a theme.
But Roland, after that attack...
Yeah, I was furious.
He was hurt, of course. But he forgave Eric's dad.
Seriously. Just like that.
It's more about Destiny and Eric's happiness for him. That's what matters most to him.
What a guy. So did that change Eric's dad for good?
Seeing that kind of forgiveness, it humbled him, I think.
Yeah.
Realized he was wrong, promised to protect them, make sure Roland got the best care.
So happy ending then.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Eric and Destiny, no more obstacles. They get married. The whole village celebrates.
That's what we like to hear.
Oh, and Destiny. She's pregnant.
A new family. Talk about a fresh start. Worlds away from all that money-hungry drama Eric was trying to escape.
What about Sophia, though? She caused a lot of trouble.
Yeah, her ending's different. Remember, obsessed with wealth, looking down on everyone.
They betrayed her friend, trying to get a rich husband.
Well, it backfires big time. Loses Destiny's friendship. Judah wants nothing to do with her, all alone.
Karma.
And then, get this, she falls for another guy, pretending to be rich, but just using her. Same trick she tried to pull.
Oh, no.
Ends up pregnant, living in some shack. Her big dreams, gone.
That's rough. What happened to her then?
Here's the twist. Destiny, happy, about to be a mom herself, runs into Sophia.
No way. Did she yell at her?
Nope. She saw how broken Sophia was, gave her a check, a big one, told her to start a business, get back on her feet.
Seriously, Destiny's amazing.
She is. Turns the whole revenge thing on its head, right? Shows what real forgiveness is.
So everyone gets what they deserve in the end, huh?
In a way, Eric and Destiny, happy, a family on the way, Roland recovering. Sophia, a chance to turn things around.
Pretty powerful story. Makes you think about what really matters, you know?
It does. Love, honesty, forgiveness. Those things.
Makes you wonder, if you were Eric, when would you have come clean, right?
Right, but you can kind of understand where he's coming from, can't you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean...
Like, if everyone's always after your money...
It must be hard to
know who's genuine,
Yeah,
right, and
yeah.
who actually cares about you.
Yeah, and that's kind of like his dilemma, I guess, in the story.
Right.
And it makes you wonder,
Yeah.
what does real success look like?
Right. Is it about money and power?
Or is it about something more?
Like connection, empathy?
Making a positive impact on the world.
These are big questions.
And I think this folktale,
It's making us think about them,
yeah, it's inviting us to examine our own priorities.
to figure out what really matters to us.
And that brings us to the heart of this deep dive.
Okay.
We've talked about materialism, deception, forgiveness.
Yeah.
But what does it all mean for you, the listener?
How does this story connect with your own life?
What insights can you take away from it? So as we're wrapping up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I keep thinking about, like, transformation.
Transformation.
Yeah, it just seems like a big theme throughout the story.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
It's not just about Eric's physical disguise, you know?
All right.
It's like
yeah.
the characters are also going through these
Mhm.
inner transformations, too.
Their values are changing.
Exactly. Their perspectives are shifting.
As they face these tough choices.
It's like they're being forced to reevaluate what's important.
And that can be a really powerful process.
Yeah, can be.
So, like, how do we see that play out with Eric?
Well, he starts out, as this
Yeah.
jaded billionaire.
Right, convinced that love can be bought.
But then, through his experiences with Destiny and Roland,
Mm-hmm.
he starts to understand what genuine connection really means.
It's like he's shedding a layer,
Yeah, more than just the disguise.
Like he's shedding this belief system.
That was holding him back.
Exactly, and he realizes that true happiness,
It doesn't come from wealth,
it comes from authenticity,
from being vulnerable.
from connecting with people on a real level.
And I think that's something we can all relate to.
In a way, yeah.
We all have these assumptions about the world.
About what will make us happy.
But then life happens.
Right, and it throws us curveballs.
It challenges our beliefs.
And it forces us to grow.
To reevaluate what truly matters.
It's like the story's telling us that growth comes from embracing those challenges.
From being willing to question our assumptions.
Stepping outside of our comfort zones.
And it's not just Eric who goes through this transformation.
No.
Destiny and Roland do too.
In what way?
Well, their faith in humanity,
Yeah.
it's definitely shaken by Eric's deception.
That's understandable.
But their core values, like kindness and compassion,
Mm-hmm.
they stay strong.
It's like they're choosing
The rise above the hurt.
to focus on the good.
Their resilience is really inspiring.
It is. It shows a real capacity for healing.
And it makes you think
About,
how we deal with our own hurts.
right, do we hold on to resentment?
Or do we find a way to forgive?
To move forward with grace and understanding?
It's a powerful question this story brings up.
It is. And speaking of powerful questions, let's go back to that title one last time.
Okay, the mouthful.
These bullies didn't know the poor cripple they're laughing at is a handsome billionaire.
I still can't believe that's the actual title.
It's a lot.
But it does make you think.
What do you think it's trying to tell us?
Well, on one level, it's like, it's playing on that classic folktale trope.
The underdog winning?
Exactly. And we get that satisfaction.
I've seen the bullies get what they deserve.
Right. Those who underestimate others, they're proven wrong.
It's like a reminder that appearances can be deceiving.
That we shouldn't judge people based on their outward status.
Or their material wealth.
And I think that's a really important message.
Especially in today's world.
Where we're constantly bombarded with images of
wealth and success.
And it's easy to get caught up in that.
To start believing that's what matters.
But this story reminds us
that true worth lies in something deeper.
In our character.
In our compassion.
In our connection to others.
And it challenges us.
Yeah.
To check our own biases.
To be mindful of the assumptions we make.
To treat everyone with respect and dignity.
Regardless of their social standing.
Regardless of how much money they have.
And I think that's like one of the most enduring lessons of this folktale.
And maybe of all folktales.
They hold up a mirror to human nature.
They show us our flaws, our potential.
Our capacity for both good and bad.
And they remind us
that even in the face of adversity,
even when we make mistakes,
you have the power to choose compassion.
To seek connection.
To create a more just and loving world.
And maybe that's the most empowering message of all.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
yeah,
I encourage you to reflect on these themes in your own life.
Think about how you can cultivate more authenticity in your relationships.
What steps can you take to challenge your own biases?
And how can you use the lessons from this folktale
to create positive change in your community and beyond? We all wear masks sometimes, right? What choices do we make for love, for happiness?
Big questions. If you want to hear the whole stories on YouTube, links in the description, let us know what you think. We hope this deep dive has sparked some insightful reflections.
Remember, the real journey begins when you take these ideas out into the world.
And make them your own.
Thanks for joining us on this captivating exploration.
Until next time, keep diving deep.
And keep those conversations flowing.